Hey y'all, I am like so happy to be out here going live a little bit because I do most of my I don't like putting together videos. I just like to just talk about some of the stuff that goes on in my head while I'm exploring. But today, life showed me one of the two things that I did want to see live. And I actually met my first alligator or crocodile. I don't know the difference yet, but it was in Louisiana. Oh, there's a little bear. The, I'm in Louisiana, and it was a big one. It was coming across the highway. It was coming out of the brush. Its body was the length of the shoulder, but its tail was still in the grass. So it was pretty massive for me. I thought about it for a split second to like stop and go and like take a picture, but I'm a punk. I love nature, but I want to be in my little protected bubble when it comes to nature because I know, they're in their natural habitat and I am not part of their habitat. So I am not on the top of the food chain. And I understand that I'm not on the top of the food chain there. So, I stay in my own lane when it comes to that. But I thought that that was a little cool thing that the universe let me see today. So I'm appreciative, of that experience, and I hope that the alligator is okay. You know, but I don't know. I'm still out here, um, just out here in life, uh, hands on, which is a lot different to me than the life of people who are living their life indoors. I don't know. It seems to be more. It brings more anxiety to me. When you're inside because you have a lot of factors that are dictating your mood by like the television and radio, the weather, because you can't move and navigate yourself through it. So if it's raining, you're stuck there in rain, and if it's cold, you're stuck there in cold. And I've gotten used to this ability to navigate to where I want to be. So if I want to be in sun, I go somewhere where it's sunny. If I want to be in the warm, I go somewhere warm. If it's too hot and I want to go somewhere cooler, I run up north and I go somewhere cooler. And I've gotten a little addicted to that. So me being in a normal, like sedentary lifestyle of just, you know, being in one setting doesn't work for me anymore. It just brings too much anxiety for me. So I don't know. It's kind of different. I'm seeing that now when I take like longer home times. I enjoy seeing like my family and stuff like that, but it can get overwhelming when I don't know if you guys like get those problems like when you go home. It's overwhelming because it's a lot of people to see, especially when all your family's in one city. It's overwhelming because everybody's demanding your time and you're only there for an allotted space. And, sometimes people get missed and then they take that as like you didn't want to see them, but that's not necessarily true. It's just, it wasn't enough time, to see everybody, especially when if you're fighting, fires and putting out fires and, helping people because, sometimes there's distress and things going on and it's a lot. So, it gets stressful sometimes when I get home because there's a lot of people to see, friends, family, and things like that. And I know I'm just not going to be able to see everybody, and I have to be patient and give myself the grace and not be like, oh. oh, I didn't get a chance to see, this person or that person. And I had to just be okay with that. It didn't happen that time. I'm going to work at, like, routing myself home a little bit more so that it's not so stressful. Because right now I route myself home maybe every 3 months, maybe even every 4 months sometime. When COVID hit, I think I was even at every 6 months because, no, everybody was like in a house and everybody was afraid to, have company or to see. They didn't want to hang out. So it was a little difficult, trying to see everybody. When it was just like, the hotels that stopped working, it was just like, to me, it felt like we were in a prison. It wasn't the same. They even had people like making sure you weren't walking around in the hallway. I didn't really care for that experience, so I kind of just didn't. I just worked. I just took care of my business and just kept my mind on nature and everything. And I kind of just tuned out all of the distractions that society was putting out there in the world. I don't know. I don't live my life like that. I live my life by what I see and what's surrounding me, and that was it. So I just enjoyed my nature and enjoyed seeing the different cities. It was interesting being a trucker during COVID, um, because different cities had different protocols and different levels of the way that they were moving. Some had very little protocols, some had no changes at all, and some, the anxiety was thick, thick. I remember I had Chicago actually the most was the one that caused me the most anxiety because usually I'm used to Chicago being chill, laid back type of city, but they were on 10. They were on 10, man. It was like I had a lady chasing me around in a store because I didn't have my mask on my nose. And then because I don't know, I don't really, because I'm by myself a lot, so I'm not a really big mask wearer. And then when I did go into Shippers, I had a shield. And so instead of wearing the mask, I would wear my shield. And even then, that wasn't good enough. And I was getting flack for, having a shield on. They were like, oh, well, it can come around the shield. And I'm like, it can come through the mask too. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I had a phone call. Yeah. But I don't even remember what I was talking about. I think I was talking about life and the differences that was going out here on the road. But I don't know. I really enjoy being out here. It's cathartic and it's very soothing, to my spirit. Being out here um, in nature. I was raised in a big city, so I didn't get to see as many trees and all of the mountains and all this other stuff. I just adore. I love it. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna take some time and like get myself down the road a little bit more, and when I get done for the day, I'm gonna come back again. Okay, peace. Love.